trial runs. Give people a chance. I'm talking about each party, like the man and the woman, or if you date man and man, woman and woman, child, whatever you do. We need to give each other chances. I really do believe that. And some people might say that's toxic, Brittany. If you in a relationship and you see a red flag, run. But some of y'all red flags don't be red flags. Red flags to me is like on the first date, he freaking like, like they gotta do something crazy. That's a red flag. Or you hear them yelling at the phone, yelling at their mother on the phone on the first date. Like that's a red flag. Some shit, like some weirdo shit, like, or you could tell a red flag is like you could tell he might be in a relationship, like the way he moving with his phone while y'all on a date or something. Like those are red flags. But red flags are not like if a guy tells you, oh, some people be doing that. Like they'll be like, oh, my mother's the #1 person in my life. I love my mom. And then y'all be like, oh, he's a dub. He's mad obsessed with his mom. Like, we don't know if he's obsessed with his mom yet. Everybody can say they love their mom. Don't mean they obsessed with their mom. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, y'all be making anything a fucking red flag. Like, don't make everything is not a means of a red flag. Like, oh, you know, I've been to a couple of places. I've been to Dubai. I've been to China. I've been to oh, he traveled a lot. He's a scammer. Oh, he travels a lot. Oh, he travels a lot. He up to some shit. Fuck is he doing in these other countries? Like, maybe he just likes to travel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But it's hard to know what a red flag is. Like, now that I'm trying to think of red flags. But I think a lot of red flags just be, like, life shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we just fucked up ass people. And I think what's important though, and this is also one of the hardest parts, is once you realize that, you know, there is a not relationship issue, I don't want to say personality issue, just like that this person might be dealing with something, then it's your job to kind of ask them, like, do you want to seek help for that? And that's the part where the trouble begins, is because especially with men, and yes, I am going to say especially with men, it's kind of, you just finished watching a clip from a podcast called Brit Says the Podcast, BRITTSAYS. If you want to watch that full episode, you can click right up here. And if you want to stream and listen to Brit Says the Podcast, this is available on all DSPs, such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, DEEZER, iHEARTRADIO, anything you can imagine, you'll find Brit Says the Podcast. So go ahead out, listen, leave a review, and 5 stars. And while you're here, subscribe to my channel.